We have some developing news now about a ban on certain laptops on flights in the U.S., possibly up here as well. We're joined by our national tech expert, Mike Yawney, to talk about it. Mike, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And which laptops are affected and what can people expect?
Yeah, well, actually, it is their MacBooks that are affected. They're 2015 MacBook Pros 15-inch. You might remember, Roger, remember about 2 or 3 years ago when the Note 7 was an issue and airplanes banned them from coming on board?
Yep.
Well, this seems to be happening now with these MacBooks. The FAA overnight have announced that if you own a 2015 MacBook Pro 15-inch, it will not be allowed on flights in the U.S. Now, here in Canada, Air Transat's saying they're not allowing them on cargo. So they're the only airline right now in Canada speaking out about the 2015 MacBook Pro. Here's the issue, Roger. The issue is the battery. A couple of months ago, Apple had a voluntary recall on these laptops saying the battery could overheat and it could cause problems, aka maybe a fire. So they had a voluntary recall, so you can send them and get them replaced. Since then, though, obviously the FAA has come forward, and now we're having these concerns about them on flights. So you need to know if you're traveling to the States.
Do we have any numbers on it, or how easy they'll be able to identify? Like how many people might have these laptops and
20. Yeah, good question. 26,000 were sold in Canada, so not a huge number, but still 26,000 models were sold. So Apple set up a website. We'll put it up on the bottom of the screen so you can go there, and what you do is you enter your serial number. To find your serial number, go to the little Apple logo in the top left-hand corner of your screen and go to About This Mac. It'll bring up your serial number, type it in, and it'll tell you if you're impacted or not, and then you can reach out to Apple and swap out the battery. But the thing is, this is going to be tricky for your security because most MacBooks look the same regardless of the year. Are they going to be typing in serial numbers? It's a developing story.
I wonder if you can get something from Apple that says, look, this computer's been updated or it's not affected.
Right? Because even if you get it
travel
fixed,
letter.
Even if you get it fixed, how are they going to know? So developing story, we'll see what happens with this.
All right. This is kind of cool, taking your blood pressure with just simply a selfie.
Yeah, and the best part of the story is it's actually out of Toronto. The University of Toronto, researchers there figured out that if you take a selfie video for about 30 seconds, they can do get a lot of information like that, including your resting heart rate, your blood pressure. It's weird how this works. Did you realize?
I mean, how can you see that? I guess your color would help, would be one of the things, and if you look puffy, maybe?
Well, did you realize, Roger, that the skin on your face is actually translucent?
Your skin is translucent?
Your facial skin is translucent. So researchers say when you lift up your phone, the red light from the camera actually reflects off the hemoglobin on your face, and they can actually detect where the blood is in your face, how it's moving. And that's where they're able to get the data on real-time stress and your blood pressure and things like that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so they're saying that it's an app that they're building. It's not ready. They got more testing to go. But pretty cool technology and something, who knows, in a year or two, this may pop up on your smartphone as an actual feature.
A little self-diagnosis.
Yeah.
Makes anything that makes life better and healthier, right? I want to get into this, the robotic tail. I actually can see where it would help. What balance?
It is, right. It's ridiculous. When I saw this, I didn't believe it because I thought there's no way. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute, this is out of Japan. Of course this is legit. Yeah, researchers in Japan have created robotic tails for humans. And you're on the right track when you're talking about balance.
Yeah.
Because they said if you put this tail on, it moves 8 different directions, and it's able to give you cat-like balance.
Awesome.
But here's the question, Roger.
Why did we ever get rid of these in evolution?
Right? Why did we lose the tail?
Well, my prehensils is still there.
Any idea on where you might actually use this, though? What kind of job?
I'm guessing a video game by the looks of it. Any construction job, like if you're working up high, that might give you better balance. What else?
That's a good one. Where the researchers are saying is they would actually like to see warehouse workers in Japan using these, because not only does it give you better balance when you're carrying things, it actually can take weight off your lower back because it acts as a counterbalance.
Yeah. And helps you bring yourself back up, less strain, everything like that. All they got to do is figure out how to get them that they can carry things.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, and they said also you can use it to prevent falls because the tail can just slap down to the ground if you're about to fall. So a lot of different uses, but I can see this. It's out of Japan. I can easily see this becoming a fashion statement too at some point.
Oh, absolutely. So we're advancing by regressing.
Exactly.
Awesome. Mike, always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.